The Pope is making his first international visit since the start of the coronavirus, and he is in Iraq. So the VOA's Rome correspondent, Sabina Castelfranco, has been monitoring the Pope's visit. She joins us now for more on this. Sabina, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So this trip is coming at a very peculiar time amid increased violence in Iraq and, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic. So what does the Pope hope to achieve with this visit?
Well, the Pope has said very clearly that he is coming as a pilgrim of peace, that he comes as a penitent pilgrim to beg for forgiveness, to try to achieve an end to the strife, an end to any violence that is still taking place in Iraq, and that he hopes to achieve this after so many years of wars and terrorism in Iraq. And as you say, yes, this is a trip that comes at a very difficult time. He hasn't left the Vatican for 16 months to carry out a foreign trip, but this was very much a trip that the Pope desired to carry out. In fact, it was due to have taken place last year and had to be cancelled due to the pandemic. However, he is finally making this trip. He did not want to cancel it. And this is a trip that has been many years in the making, because his predecessor, Pope John Paul II, had even wanted to carry it out himself and had been unable to do this. It is the first time that the head of the Catholic Church visits Iraq, that visits the land of and birthplace of the prophet Abraham.
Well, the Pope's visits to places in the past normally leads to a lot of interaction with the people. So what are we likely to see this time around?
Well, what we've seen so far is that there have been small clusters of people along the streets after the Pope arrived, but certainly we're not going to be seeing the huge crowds. In fact, Iraq is under a strict lockdown to avoid the crowds. The Pope has said, though, that he will try to keep to the health restrictions that are in place. Obviously, he will try to avoid shaking hands and hugging children as we are used to seeing. And, you know, we will not be seeing the huge crowds that are always present on the papal trips. However, he could not help himself after he came off the plane in Baghdad and was met by Iraqi authorities. He couldn't help but shake their hands. And in fact, he also was seen to take off his protective masks. However, having said all this, I think that the restrictions that are in place are pretty strict and severe, and he will try to do his utmost to not put himself in any danger. But of course, he has been vaccinated, and everybody on that papal plane, the entire entourage of the Pope, received inoculations against COVID-19 before undertaking this trip.
All right. Well, Sabina, thank you so much for joining us today, and do stay safe out there.
Thank you.